The story actually is very special to me because when Derek told me that he has this story, an inspiration for his project, I felt the emotion behind it. So when I was writing this, it was really easy for me to come up with the right emotion to make this really special, and this project really special.
The role that I'm portraying, his name's Andrew Pangako. He's a prodigy boxer, and his life is very similar to mine, so it's a parallel because he discovers he's adopted, and before going to LA, I found out that I was adopted as well.
It's a very unique role. I think personally he plays different roles in the film. Not only a fighter in the ring, but a fighter in life. And you know, throughout the film you see a sense of growth and you see a sense of a changing character with him.
I wanted to incorporate something personal to my life and something I'm passionate about, which is boxing. And I combined the two, which I thought made a very emotional journey and also a very physical, tiring journey too.
What we want to achieve is that our protagonist, Andrew, is working very hard, blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of sweat, yes, definitely a lot of sweat. Action!
It was an actual spar. Ang galing ni Glenn. Coach, kamusta yung first scene? Oh, very good, very good.
Right now, we're gonna get some action like boxing for the training sequence. We just wanna get a different take kasi we already shot like a sparring sequence, you know. We wanna switch it up a bit and, you know, take advantage of the nice weather today and shoot a silhouette scene.
Blas and I, together with our executive producer, which is Warren, wanted to have a cast or VTR audition. There are 84 applicants, and out of the 84 applicants, we chose 6. What made it really easy for us to actually pick them is because of their passion in acting. They actually gave more than what we needed. Even Andy, who played the young Andrew, internalized for a week just for that scene.
You know, we only did one take and I actually cried because the actors were so great and a lot of the people on the set cried because it was very realistic and it was just very engaging.
And that moved me. That scene moved me a lot. And I believe that's the most important part of this film. It's a personal film. Right? The story is actually based or inspired with true-to-life story. And there's a lot of people that is experiencing this as well, foster kids. At some point, they need to understand that their parents just love them and made sure that they're gonna have a good life. And I think this is the whole twist of this film that's making it unique and realistic.
It's interesting. It is my first film. Never thought I'd be doing this, but you know, it's a dream come true. Every day is a new challenge, especially in producing. All the back work and all the paperwork you have to do, but you know, once it hits filming and shooting, you know, it's all worth it.
Best scene? Boxing.
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 Boxing scene.
Blas, tayo ka nga.
We're setting up the ring and the surroundings for the actual fight night. We're blacking out some of the mirrors and the windows to maximize the darkness.
We're about to film the big fight scene between Derek and his opponent. It's been a challenge so far, but you know, we're here, we've set up the gym, everyone's ready, Derek's ready, and you know, it'll be a good scene to watch. Very emotional, very tragic, but at the same time inspirational.
I-check ko yung mga movements nila ng mga actors, kung paano nila may bibigay yung realistic as possible na pag-fight ng boxing. And siyempre yung mga camera, kung anong mas magandang may angles para sa fight scene na to.
My director is really helpful because he only takes shots that will help the cinematography make it better, you know. We really have a strict angles where we're gonna shoot, so the light is always have the same continuity. We really want this film to be consistent, the look-wise. So each day, each shot, we really try to have the same consistency in the lighting and the camera movement and angles and setting up the shots.
Puton, who's a sparring partner of Donaire, and Donaire got really exhausted because the stamina of this pro boxer is really, really great.
This is one of the most exciting part of this film is how do we bring Derek into that level of being a professional boxer or fighting a professional boxer. In fact, we did have a lot of professional world-class athletes that were a part of this film, and they've competed around the world. And how do we bring Derek in that level? But that's the beauty of acting. We see what the camera wants us to see. So I think it all came down to rehearsals, a lot of rehearsals, a lot of takes. I believe Derek has been training for how many years in boxing already, and he's very dedicated and very passionate. As soon as he got here, he wanted to train.
In order to prepare for the role, I imagined this shoot to be an actual boxing fight. So everything prior to that, I treated it as if I was training for a fight. So I trained every day, learning the fundamentals of boxing, really understand how boxers survive, and I think that paid off for the shoot, for the boxing scene.
Okay, actually, Putin had a hard time because he was trying his best to be careful in terms of giving out punches. Because you know, pro boxers, they're used to actually giving it their all.
He took directions very well. He's been in the ring how many times, but as we keep going for more takes, I could see he starts to really immerse as this protagonist on the film, that he's going against Derek, and it was a wonderful thing, almost magical to see how you put a professional and an actor do a fight scene together.
I've always dreamed to be in a boxing film, and I always wanted to be that, you know, that guy in a final round. All the odds are against him, and he somehow finds the strength to overcome those obstacles. Just that shoot, it looked so professional. It felt so professional, and I felt so good about it. And that's what it's about, right? If you feel good about something, then there's something right about that experience.
There are a lot of things in our life that are unfair, but you know, you have to be the better person and you have to forgive.
Family isn't just only blood, you know, and it's also can be your friends or even a coach, just like in Andrew's character with his coach, Saf, and you really just find family, and you know, it can be the most random of places, but whatever you feel that you call home is home.
In spite of what's your challenges in front of you, at some point you just need to look what are the things that you're learning and decide. And I think that's what Pangako is all about.
I rediscovered who I am as a person, and I'm glad, you know, I got to work with professionals. First time actually working with professionals. I learned a lot from this, and I think it will help me grow better and stronger, not only as an artist, but as an individual.